Our story begins with a goat herder named Kaldi, a humble man who lived a simple life. Legend tells us that Kaldi lived in Ethiopia many centuries ago, in a time when the land was lush and untouched by modern civilization. One day, while tending to his flock, Kaldi noticed his goats were behaving strangely, unlike anything he had seen before. They were full of energy, almost dancing and leaping around with an unusual vigor. Intrigued, Kaldi observed them closely and soon discovered they were eating red berries from a particular tree, berries he had never paid much attention to before. Kaldi, driven by curiosity, decided to try the berries himself. He picked a handful and tasted them. To his surprise, he felt a sudden rush of energy, a newfound vitality that he had never experienced before. The berries, as you might have guessed, were coffee berries, the very same that we use to brew our beloved coffee today. This is how coffee was said to be discovered, a serendipitous event that changed the course of history. While we don't know if this story is exactly true, it gives us an idea of how long coffee has been around and how it might have been discovered. Coffee beans have been enjoyed for centuries, first in Ethiopia, where it all began, and then spreading around the world, becoming a global phenomenon. Let's delve deeper into the fascinating journey of how this energizing drink traveled the globe, influencing cultures and societies along the way. From its birthplace in Ethiopia, nestled in the lush highlands, coffee beans began a remarkable journey across continents, carried by traders and merchants. These traders transported the precious beans across vast lands and treacherous seas, ensuring their spread far and wide. The early trade routes first brought coffee to the ancient port of Yemen, where it found a new home. In Yemen, coffee quickly became an integral part of daily life, woven into the fabric of society. People gathered in special coffee houses known as Kave Khana to drink coffee and engage in lively conversations. These coffee houses became vibrant social hubs where stories were shared and ideas exchanged. From Yemen, coffee continued its incredible journey, spreading to new regions and cultures. Traders carried coffee beans to distant lands, introducing the beverage to new populations. By the 1600s, coffee had made its way to Europe, where it was met with great enthusiasm. It quickly became a popular beverage enjoyed by people from all walks of life, and coffee houses sprang up in major cities like London, Paris, and Venice, becoming centers of social and intellectual life. Coffee was on its way to becoming a global drink, enjoyed by millions around the world, transcending borders and cultures. Growing coffee is a fascinating process. It all starts with a coffee bean, which is actually a seed. The seed is planted in rich soil, often in the shade of taller trees. Coffee plants thrive in warm climates with plenty of rain. It takes several years for a coffee plant to produce fruit known as coffee cherries. Inside each cherry are 2 coffee beans. The cherries are harvested, usually by hand. Then the beans are extracted, dried, and roasted. This careful process develops the rich flavor and aroma we associate with coffee. Section 4. Coffee breaks through milestones in a global phenomenon. Coffee's journey is marked by several key milestones. From its origins in Ethiopia, coffee spread to the Arabian Peninsula, where it became a staple in the daily lives of many. In the 1700s, coffee reached Brazil. This marked a significant turning point in the global coffee trade. Brazil's climate proved perfect for growing coffee, and it soon became the world's largest coffee producer. The country's vast plantations and favorable conditions allowed for mass production. The invention of the espresso machine in the late 1800s revolutionized coffee brewing. This innovation allowed for a new, faster way to enjoy coffee. This Italian invention made it possible to brew a strong, concentrated shot of coffee quickly. It became a cultural icon in Italy and spread worldwide. In the 20th century, instant coffee emerged, offering convenience. This innovation made coffee accessible to a broader audience, even in remote areas. Today, we have countless ways to enjoy coffee, from simple drip coffee to elaborate espresso drinks. The evolution of coffee culture continues to shape our daily rituals and social interactions. Section 5. A World Awakened. Coffee Today and Tomorrow. Coffee has become more than just a drink. It's a global phenomenon. Millions of people around the world start their day with a cup of coffee. Coffee shops are found on almost every corner, each offering a unique atmosphere and coffee experience. Coffee brings people together, sparks conversations, and fuels creativity. As we look to the future, the love affair with coffee shows no signs of slowing down. New brewing methods and coffee varieties continue to emerge, promising an even richer coffee experience for generations to come.